Hey, bro.
Hi, right back at you, Stabs.
Yells.
What is up, YouTube? It's Ubu, the tech guru, coming straight at you. How is everybody doing today? I'm doing fan-tiddly-astic. And today I wanted to bring you some Battlefield 4 beta, some general tips for those that are new to the Battlefield series like myself. I'm a total noob. And I thought these tips that I'm going to be going over, are something that I should share with everyone. So the first one is customizing your loadout, your kit. So you want to hit the X button right there at the bottom where it says customize. Then once you get into here, you can choose which weapon you want by hitting A on the item. Then you see another menu comes up over there on the right, and you can scroll down with the directional pad to hit down and choose the particular gun you want, either the AK-12 or the Scar H within the assault class. Then you go down to optics and hit A and change what you want, your muzzle brake, your barrel attachment, all of that. You just hit A on it, choose which one you want by hitting A again, and then you go back, hit B, and go down to your other items like gadgets. Within the assault, I've gotten the defibrillators because I've leveled it up all the way to level 4. So I can now revive people, my teammates, if they die by using the defibrillator on them to revive them. So, but I will lose my noob tube if I equip the defibrillator. So I'll have the first aid kit as gadget 2, and I'll have the defibrillators as gadget 1. And then once you're all done with your class changes, you want to hit Y, and that will deploy that kit. And unfortunately, you can't change it in between matches. You can only change it during the game. There's one thing you won't see in Call of Duty or Crisis is the destructible environment. You saw that there was that huge wall there, and in order for me to get through it quickly, I just blew it up. Here's a great tip for capturing B. You just go into this crate, you can close the door, and you notice here I'm taking B, and I'm completely within cover. I'm totally out of the enemy sight, and it's a great spot. There's another spot also that I think I show later on in the video where you can capture B from and have a great line of sight onto the roof, so that you're also, and you're also behind these big barricade blocks to provide you some great, cover so you don't take enemy fire. I think I show you guys later on in the video. If not, it's basically, towards that the right side of the map over there, behind the 3 blockades, but you got to be standing right in the middle blockade, right in the middle one. You can't be on the left or the right side blockade. You got to be right in the middle. Well, let's go into spawning. So here you can see that the spawn comes up after every death, and you can see that there's a preview window in the lower left corner to tell you what the person that you currently are selected on. You can spawn on anybody that has the white square over there. See on the right side of the map? There's 3 people I can spawn on. The other blue triangles I can't spawn on for whatever reason. A Battlefield veteran will have to explain in the comments why those people aren't being able to be selected to spawn on. But you can see in the lower left corner there's a preview. I notice here this guy's got red arrows in front of him. I'm going to choose to spawn on him because he might be in trouble and I want to help him out. And it's right by the C flag. So you just hit A and you'll spawn where you have, where you selected. So here I come in and I saw he was in trouble. I help him out. I get 1 kill, and then I get 2 kills. And I don't know, I left that other third guy. I didn't see him while I was playing the game. But a general tip about spawning also, if there's nobody that you want to spawn on, say everybody's in trouble, and you want to spawn in a non-trouble area away from the action, all you got to do is click in the left analog stick, and it will spawn you randomly on the map away from trouble. So you can see you change who you want to spawn on by using the directional pad arrows. I believe it's left and right, or you can even choose down. Here I was trying to say this earlier about the noob tubes. Notice how they're not very powerful. I didn't kill that guy even though it landed and splashed pretty close to him. Whereas in Call of Duty, 1 noob tube and usually the enemy's done. So here again, see the destructible environments. This is that metal fence, whatever, around the dealership. There is a button. I just passed it, and you can press X to raise it or lower it. But if you hold the C flag, you want to have that fence down. And then, of course, if you want to get through the fence, just blow a hole in it in one spot like I did, so that you don't have the whole fence open, you know, and allow that whole side, your whole side of C to be flanked. So that's obviously applicable to this map here. It's the Siege of Shanghai. It's the only map in the beta, but keeping that left side flank open from B to C, I mean, you want to keep it closed. So definitely keep that grate closed. And another thing to point out, obviously you just saw there, I got sniped from on top of the roof. Here I try hitting the sign, and I realize that the noob tube doesn't shoot where I'm aiming. Notice how I'm aimed at the sign? I'm trying to splash that billboard up there, but it keeps shooting to the right of the billboard. So I noticed that it doesn't aim, shoot where it aims, but that's another thing I was trying to say. Sorry, squirrel. I'm just all over the place. Is the top, the roof. There's 4 ways to get up there, or 3. There's the elevator, and then there's 2 sets of steel ladders on each side of the buildings that you can get up on the roof. And people will often camp up there and sit up there, and you're gonna want to make sure you're cautious of that. This is a crazy point here in the game. They spawn right in front of me. He tries knifing me. I end up counter knifing, which is available in Battlefield 4. And the counter knife works basically if you start to get knifed, you just press your knife button, and most times he'll counter knife him. You see there, the guy, my teammate, shut the door on me on the crate and left me out to dry, and I ended up dying. One thing I wanted to point out is sometimes throughout the match you'll get a white notice on your screen that says last man in squad. Basically that means that you're the last one to be able to be spawned on, and basically if you're in an advantageous point on the map, you want to stay alive. Make sure if you get that last man in squad, make sure you stay alive, try to take cover so that people can spawn on you, so that you continue to hold that advantageous spot on the map. There actually I got a one-hit kill with the noob tube. Here I didn't know what to do, blow up the entire freaking wall, and then I was gonna knife him, and it was just a total fail. But so I'm loving the beta so far. I don't know about you guys, but sure, there's some bugs in it, and I've had my Xbox freeze probably half a dozen times so far, just freezes out of nowhere, but it is what it is. It's a beta, and I'm still having a blast playing it. Notice also on my SCAR, on the lower right corner, you can see how it says single. You can change the fire rate of your weapon by hitting down on the directional pad. It'll go from, the SCAR H has single fire or full auto, whereas the AR-12 actually has burst, single, and full auto. I'm actually loving the SCAR H. I seem to be doing much better with it burst fire. I love burst fire weapons. It's just so satisfying getting kills with a burst fire weapon. The full auto, I just had trouble managing the recoil, and so here I killed myself. That's what it tells you when you kill yourself, killed in action. Let's take a look at the game menu. When you're in the game and you hit the start button, it brings up this screen. Here's where you can take a look at the scoreboard. You can activate your battle packs. You can go to your team setup and switch squads or even switch teams. And here's also where it shows you the scoreboard of your KD. How many kills you got, what's your score at, how many deaths you have. So that's something to take note of. Then you hit B to exit out of there, and then hit A to get back into the game. You go up to resume and hit A to get back into the game. So another thing to point out is you can't jump and shoot or dolphin dive and shoot, or go prone and shoot while you're in the motion. I did do it. I jumped around the corner there, but I couldn't shoot while I was in the air. You can only shoot once you land, or if you go prone, you can only start shooting once you're finally all the way down on prone. Here I accidentally hit this customized weapon thing. I don't know what I did there. Sometimes I accidentally do that. I don't know why. But the spawning in this game is pretty much really critical. You're gonna find sometimes where you spawn on your teammate and you end up dying like instantly because the enemy's behind you, and you're not quite sure why would they spawn you there. Well, Battlefield spawns are completely different than any other spawns that I'm familiar with in Call of Duty or in Crisis 3. You know, it's like I said, it spawns you on your teammate or at a random spot on the map, and you get to control where you spawn. You know, so if you see your teammates in trouble, just make sure that, you know, either you choose to spawn on them and realize you're going to start firing right away, or, you know, don't spawn on them. So here, I think I capped B. Oh no, game's over. Right where I was at the end of the game there, the middle brick, the middle portion of that wall, you can capture B from there. So hopefully that you guys found these general tips helpful, and it makes you a better player. You know, and if you have any other further tips that you think would be helpful for other noobs like myself, please put it down in the comments below. And you can be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more Battlefield 4 videos, because I'm going to have plenty coming. I mean, like I said, I'm really enjoying the game. I'm going to be playing the heck out of it until October 14th when the beta ends. And that's about all I got for you today, guys. Until next time, I'll smell you when I smell you.
Ubu out.